American soldier falls in love with a prisoner she guards. Today, we bring to you a recap of an American drama film titled Camp X-Ray. A man enters his house while the news of 9/11 is being reported on TV. He puts multiple cell phones on a table and then starts to pray. Just then, his head is covered with a bag, and he is taken away. 8 years later, we see a line of soldiers being instructed by Senior Officer Ransdell. He asks for a volunteer to hold down a detainee causing trouble. Cole volunteers and tries to hold back the detainee's arm, but he hits her, and others hold him down. As they take him outside the cell, he spits on Cole. She kicks him before he is stripped to a wheelchair and put back in the cell. Later, others talk about it on the bus while Ransdell tries to flirt with her, but she turns him down. She video calls her mother later. The next day, she is giving books to detainees as one of them starts being aggressive, so Ransdell interferes. The detainee says that he will only take a book from Ransdell. Ransdell tells her that they just don't like women.
These guys just don't like girls.
Then, in cell number 105, the detainee asks for the last Harry Potter book, but she doesn't have it. Next, she goes for a walk before starting another day. This time, she is on guard duty while the detainee in cell number 105 keeps trying to talk to her. She ignores him. He calls her blonde and tells her that his name is Ali. She says that he is like a very talkative movie character. He doesn't know about the movie, so she says that it is probably banned wherever he is from. He asks if it is banned in Germany. Another prisoner says something in his native language, and all the prisoners start wrapping their Qurans in white sheets. Ali asks for water and says he will shut up. She opens a window to hand him over a bottle when he throws a cup filled with feces at her. Other soldiers help her before another unit comes to hold down Ali. Later, soldiers are on a yacht fishing and Ransdell keeps flirting with Cole. That night, they have a party and Cole gets drunk. She goes to the restroom where she finds a dirty magazine and teases Ransdell about it, who follows her there. He then starts to get intimate with her and she pushes him away. Ali is being moved to a different cell every 2 hours as punishment while his cell is being investigated. Cole sees a cup with a unique design on it, drawn by him. Another soldier takes it and puts it in a bag as evidence. She then sees Ali being dragged back to his cell before looking at his file in the records. She finds that he has had multiple offenses before and some words that she does not understand, so she asks a fellow soldier who tells him that it means a psychiatrist visited him. During lunch, another soldier, Cruz, sits with her, and she asks if he has read Harry Potter, and he says no before asking why she asked. She dismisses it. During the rounds, she sees a detainee solving Sudoku. He asks her if she knows how to solve it. He tells her that he finished all the Sudoku books in there, so he has to make his own now. He then tells her that he has attended university and offers it to her. She refuses to take it, so he tells her it is a secret message before flushing it. He then calls her a terrorist, which makes her shut him up.
You American are the real terrorists!
She then tells him that the book he asked for is not in the library, and he apologizes and tells her that he is worried and scared. Prisoners pray in the cafeteria while soldiers have a flag-raising ceremony. 8 months later, Cole tries to feed the prisoners, but they are on the 5th day of a hunger strike. She tells them that they know what's coming next. A prisoner is taken from his cell and tied to a wheelchair before an IV is inserted in him. The senior officer asks if anyone knows why they are not eating, and soldiers say that it is because they want an elliptical machine. The request is accepted. Cole sees Ali playing football alone in a cage and asks if he will use the machine, and he says that none of the prisoners will. She asks why, and he tells her to ask the prisoner who asked for it, named Mahmoud. They then talk about other prisoners, and he tells her that he would not become an obedient detainee even if it meant more facilities because it would mean validating the abuse they are facing. The two are laughing as Mahmoud passes by them and yells at Ali. Cole is also called by Ransdell, who asks what they were talking about, and she says it was nothing. Ali calls her from behind, and it makes her chuckle. Ransdell asks for her help as his other men are occupied. Ransdell tells Ali to strip down, and he says he is hesitant because of Cole being there, but Ransdell threatens him, and he strips. Ransdell makes sure that Cole is watching. That night, Cole is getting drunk and talking to other soldiers. She realizes that Ransdell lied to her and files an official complaint against him. She is summoned to a superior's office. The superior sides with Ransdell and says that she was being too friendly. She is dismissed and goes to the mess hall and sits with Cruz. Cruz asks if the food is good and then talks about the soldier who attempted suicide the other day. She says that she also feels guilty, and he tells her that she is being manipulated. He leaves and Ransdell passes by her while taunting her. She continues to do her job, although she becomes more sensitive to the situation of detainees. She also becomes more isolated than other soldiers. She receives news that she is being transferred to the night shift.
Night shift.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Ali is confused to not see Cole. He asks a soldier if the clock outside the cell is at the right time, and he is told that the time is correct. He then asks about Cole but doesn't get an answer. During the night, Cole sees him sleeping, and before she walks away, he calls her. She tells him to go back to sleep, but he says he doesn't get a decent sleep anyway. She then tells him that she snitched on someone. Ali doesn't know the meaning, so she explains it and tells him that it is Ransdell. Then they talk about their hometowns, and Ali says that he is from Germany, whereas she just says that she is from a small town. Another soldier comes and gives her coffee before saying that she won't be on the night shift for long. Ali asks the date, and she says that it's July 14th. Ali realizes she will leave next month as guards change every year in August. He asks her if she will try to get assigned there again, and she says no. She says that she has learned a lot from the place, and the new guards will too. He asks what exactly she has learned before taking a blade out of his Quran and putting it against his throat. He says if she radios other guards, he will kill himself immediately. She tries to stop him, but he says he is barely living anyway. She tells him that her name is Amy and is from Florida.
My name's Amy Cole. From Moorhaven, Florida.
She then talks about zoos, and Ali says that he knows she is trying to say that the zookeepers don't have much authority over keeping the animals in cages. She disagrees. She circles the block a few times before checking up on him again, and he is still alive, holding the blade to his neck but crying. He then gives the blade to her and holds her hand, and then she cries too. Later, she packs her bags before leaving. Ali is in his cell when a new soldier comes to him to give him books. He gets up to taunt him but then sees the last Harry Potter book in the cart and asks for it. He sits down and sees a note written by Cole on the cover page. In the last scene, Cole is leaving the camp and Ali starts to read the book in his cell. As always, see you all in the next one.